Anyway, let's get started covering the Humongous League. Now, for those uninitiated, the Humongous League is only the league for true goats of backyard baseball. We got only legends in here. We got Lobo, we got Lil Waz, we got HC, we got Killer Bad, we got Orlando Stars. We got literally everybody.
Yep. Although, I will say, though, do you want to, like, we probably should have done this beforehand, probably should have more better planning, but would you want to, like, I don't know, like, go through these leagues? Do you want to, like, go through each individual coach and, like, on, like, the standings here for both the front yard and the backyard, or do you want to just do, like, just look around and whatnot?
I think you should just point out all the interesting stories.
Okay, because right now in the front yard we have HCI and Montana. Montana's probably okay. Yeah, first off we have HCI being the notable runner here, as HCI is the only undefeated player in the HL so far right now. Let's see.
HC is known for making the playoffs multiple times in AHL. He's had very impressive regular season performances, but he hasn't wrapped it all up with a championship yet. Now, I think this could be his season.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
So that's your bold prediction there.
I mean, not so bold. He's at the top of the standings. I bet the odds makers would put him number one.
Yeah. I mean, I hope he eventually gets it, but he's definitely been. The problem is that he's definitely been known to be a playoff choker, though, which is the problem, or why that makes
kind
that
of a
statement
Chris
bold.
Paul archetype.
Yeah, which is why I'd say that putting him to win it all is kind of bold. I mean, like, looking at this regular season, I can see it, though.
I mean, Visery pulled through in RBBL this season.
That is true, because Visery has also been known to not do well
Yeah,
in the
Visery was
RBBL.
on a generational drought.
In fairness, would you consider making the playoffs three times a drought, though, or the World Series a drought, though?
I mean, it's a drought of
Not winning.
supporters actually being happy.
That is true, because Nathan.
Yeah, shout out Visery. He's also in the Humongous League right now.
Yep, he's having an okay season so far at 3-3. By the way, I see what Nathan said. He said, even though I'm the 1 seed, I'm saying like 6th or so in the power rankings. That is true.
I mean,
what'd you say?
Yeah, there was a lot of people who made it through the Junior League who are currently at the top of the standings right now. Of course, back to the backyard. The next two people after HCI are Montana Magica and KC at 6-1. KC, of course, won the Junior League. Well, technically won the Junior League. BBOL forfeited.
It was a technical win, but it was a win. But, yeah.
It's a win in all our hearts.
Yep.
BBOL deserved it, honestly.
I
don't mean to be rude, but...
Yeah, it's a bit rude saying that, but I mean, like, yeah, he kind of held up everything.
The content from the arguments actually fed families, though.
Yeah, that argument was amazing. And what Nathan said is also true. KC's team last season was disgusting.
Yeah, KC's like a really solid player. Of course, he came in as the runner-up of the Season 4 Super Duper League, which was one of the most stacked seasons of all time.
Yeah, and
three of its players.
Speaking of which,
like half of its players have made it to Humongous League.
Yeah, that is true. And speaking of, P. Sanchez over here also made it to the HO, and he was the winner of the SDL.
Yes, I know about him making it to the HL, because guess who he beat in the gauntlet? Me! All because I had a charger that sucked. I had to play my game against him in slow motion. Anyway.
Yeah. I would say, though, that the most surprising top player, though, has probably been Montana, though.
Absolutely. Because, remember, in the Junior League, Nathan went 13-1 into regular season, made it to the playoffs, got upset by Montana.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure because Montana did not have much hope going into this season, but he
I
right now.
think I had him pretty low in my preseason power
I think everyone
rankings.
did because I'm not sure if I should leak what people have told me, but people have told me that like HGI ranked him low, Nathan ranked him low, so yeah. But he's
I mean,
definitely.
but he's proving us wrong, and great job from him.
Yeah, and I'll also point out, by the way, that he's also KC's only loss. By the way, I want to point out.
That's interesting, because KC was the one who beat Montana in JL playoffs last year.
Yeah, no, hold on. I'm pretty sure it was like week 3 or something. Let me see this. Yeah, it was like in week 3 or no, week 4. Yeah, Montana beat him 3-2.
That's close, but it's a win.
Yeah, and I mean, no matter how close the win is, it is a win.
It counts as a win, no matter what. Even if your
Yep.
opponent doesn't show up. Big win.
Yeah. Oh, god dang it, we have a scammer in here in the chat.
What's his name so I can publicly shame him?
BB Berg's something best viewers on boostranker.online.
BB Berg, whatever your name is. Boo! Shame on you! Tomato, tomato!
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, whenever my friends get in trouble, I just troll them. Like, so funny. I'm just tapping into that side of myself right here.
Ready.
Yeah, if you scam people, I'm gonna scam you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal your identity and give 20 of your dollars to a charity without you knowing. It's for a good cause, guys. It's for a good cause.
So yeah. Do you want
Anyway,
to
back to silly, goofy baseball.
do you want to go over each player individually? Because okay, so do you
You
want
know,
to
we
go
could
over?
just mention like each player in the divisions and be like, okay, this is how this guy's season is going, and maybe add some background or little
Okay, yeah.
notes on them. So
Alrighty.
next up in the backyard division, two rivals actually, Matitude and Hines.
Two friendly rivals with Matitude
Yes, if
and
you're in the
Hines.
BODL server, you understand.
Yep. And also in here because both of them are good friends, but both of them were placed in the same division. Speaking of which, I'm also want to point out, by the way, some of the trades that have went down. You want to go over some of them?
Mm. I mean,
Because this team is quite different than what it originally was. This
you could mention the trades in like a little bit.
Yeah, because there was a big trade that happened between Visery and Matitude, where I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't it Visery and wasn't Freak Show also dealing as well?
Yeah, but that one didn't get through because so yeah, you have this.
Yeah. Yeah,
My
because then Freak Show threatened to quit the league after that.
yeah. Although Freak Show is still
Which he came
playing
in as
though.
a sub, by the way. Like, came out of retirement.
Yeah, he came in as a later sub
Sub
because
for Schwilly.
yeah.
I didn't know what happened with Schwilly. Was his, like, computer?
I think it's because he just wasn't responding, and I was one of the people that was messaging him, and he just said, and he just didn't respond pretty much. He just didn't respond to me and Loba, basically.
Don't you hate it when that happens? Anyway, yeah, you see some of the trades right there. Like, History and Matitude, big one.
Yeah.
So to break it
Let's
down
look at
here,
this.
so let me break it down for you, Mark. We got Mark McGuire, Carlos Beltran, and Andres Ibsen. Mark's a great power bat, Carlos good fielder, and Andres, I mean,
He's
he has good contacts.
he's like a solid enough power, and he has like a good arm. He's slow and
Well,
has
he's
like
Kimmy
a bad
Exton.
glove, though.
And then the Melonheads gave away Henry DeShane, the literal best player in the game. This guy is a cheat code.
Yeah, him and Julie are
Ricky Johnson.
unbelievable.
I hate Ricky Johnson. Wanna know why? He's mid.
I don't know about how I
Anyway, I
feel
mean,
about that. I think, like, dude, I honestly think that Visery wins that.
yeah, I
Like,
mean,
just
honestly, I think this is somehow an even trade.
because, like, obviously,
Because
like,
Kenny's quite a bit better than Andres.
I
Henry's
disagree.
quite a bit better than Mark. And
I
Carlos
think
is way better than
Kenny is like
Ricky.
this. I honestly think this is a loss for Matt because I think that like
Okay, yeah,
I
you're giving up the best. Now I think about it, you're giving up Henry Shane, who is the best player in the game. I mean, you can do so much with Henri.
yeah
Yes, that's how you're supposed to pronounce his name.
yeah. Although I will say though that I do personally disagree. I think that Andres is better than Kenny though, so I actually think that's a win for Mattitude that
Okay,
trade
yeah,
there.
that might be my RBBL minded self. Because
Maybe
Kenny's main thing about him is he's a really good slow ball specialist.
like
Like high stamina and perfect slow ball.
like in
So it's
the
like just slow ball, slow ball, slow ball, slow ball.
like until
But in
recently.
online, if you throw multiple slow balls, your opponent has a better chance of hitting a nuke.
Yeah. And I will say by the way that I personally would prefer Andres on like almost any team or any field though, because like I just prefer the arm and the bat
Yes,
of
I mean,
Andres.
Andres has a better arm and he has a nice bat. He could hit it pretty deep sometimes.
Nathan made a good point. Carlos isn't better enough offensively to make up for losing Henry, which I agree.
Yeah, that's a really good point because Carlos, I mean, on paper, he's decent offensively, but in actuality, he's pretty bad.
He's okay. Like I had him
I mean, he's
in
got
the
a nice line
RBBL.
drive path, but you'd rather grounder with him 90% of the time.
Yeah, I can kind of agree. I think this is a win for I think this is a win for Visery, honestly. If I had to
I
if
think
I
neither of these teams really got robbed.
I don't think anyone got robbed, but I definitely think it's better for Visery though, because like man, giving up Henri for Mark is just so tough. I know then again I
Yeah,
know that Matitude likes Mark though, so that might make up for it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you like the guy, might as well get him, unless it's in the first round of the draft when you have the best players available. Little League.
Yeah,
More on that later.
yeah. The
'Cause
little
I
league.
have a lot to say about Little League.
Let's
Mostly
look.
because I have a soft spot for Little League, because I
You
was in the inaugural Little League.
yeah
I was right there from the start.
yeah.
Before everybody dropped, I had to experience the slot draft. I do not wish slot draft, Little League Season 5 slot draft on my
Dude,
worst
the
enemies.
season 6 Little League wasn't even much better, or this season's.
We still had to cut it down to 18.
Yeah,
I think we might have had more subs this year than last
I
year.
think so because like actually you want to save this for later because like we're gonna go over the Little League
Yeah, we're
event
getting
soon.
off track.
Yeah.
Back to
So let's
back to
see some of these
Humongous
others
League.
trades. I think this
You
one's just
see, Bokchoy and Scatty got a nice trade there.
yeah. I think
Griffey, Wendy, and Olive for Claudia, Nomar, and Mahoney.
I don't know if I'd take that if I was Bach, but it's still a decent enough trade.
I mean, like, you get nice defensive value because all three of those guys have really good arms.
Jerry doesn't.
But you're also sacrificing nice defensive value because all your guys have good arms.
Olive doesn't. Olive's arm is
Okay, yeah, I have
garbage.
never played with Olive
Let
Saddam
me
Hussein
see.
in
Let
my
me
life.
see. Yeah,
I'm glad they
Olive
changed
has
the
a
name to
20.
Olive Haldy because every time I think of Olive Hussein, I think of a certain guy. Anyway,
I mean, like she has like a 28 out of 100 arm strength stat.
hey, look at her arm accuracy. Arm accuracy means nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I personally, I don't. Whenever I hear the name Hussein, I just think it's so unfortunate that they changed it because I know why they did, because obviously, I mean, it was literally right after 9/11 happened. Never forgets that happened in the early 2000s, but I don't know, man. I just think I don't know, man. I just think the name New Hussein is just so cool, which is why I hate that it has such a bad annotation now. Honestly,
I mean, Hussein kind of has aura as a last
yeah,
name.
yeah,
Not less than it used to, but I mean, Holly just has infinitely less aura.
yeah. Which is why, like, I don't know. I just like the last name
Could have at least
Hussein.
changed it to something like Hadfield.
Is that a Middle Eastern last name?
No, it's just a last name that starts with H that I came up with.
Oh, okay. So yeah. What do you think about this trade as a whole? The Tigers and Devil Rays here.
Um, I think the Devil Rays got a nice deal on this.
Ooh, I think it's about even, cause like you gain power from going from Olive to Jerry, but you lose power going, and you gain a bit of power from going from No More and Jerry from a Wendy
I
and
mean,
Olive
I
and No More
think
and
that
Jerry, but
just
you
the
lose it
all-around
from
value of the
Claudia to Ken.
players Scatty is giving up is quite a bit better than the all-around value that Bok Choy was giving up.
Yeah, cause you get rid of your first rounder and Ken, but you get
Two people with potential second round
I
talent.
okay. Nathan makes a good
I'm
point as
pretty
well.
high on Nomar, to be honest, because I played with him and he's really nice all around.
I think Nomar is like the most like you know what, like there's some players like I think that Carlos Beltran's like the most average player, and like Aaron Harris is like the, or maybe like Artie and Arlene are like the most mediocre player. Nomar is who I think of when I think of like the most like just like not amazing but solid player, if that makes sense. He's
Kind of
like
makes sense.
he's like I don't think he's like
Real set.
amazing. And there's a oh, you gotta go do some. You gotta go do some. Disky.
Yeah, I'm back.
Alrighty. I think he's just like the most like solid player. I'm not like in love with Nomar, like well, I'm not like
I mean,
freak show over here, but I do think he's decent enough.
you're not Doodle. Oh, that comment aged.
That common aged.
It aged.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, about the unfortunate drama situation that happened in another server.
Yeah, we're still looking for a sub to fill his spot in Backyard Online Dynasty League. So again, it's contact with that. DM me Disky on Discord. I will send you
Yeah.
the invite and any other info.
Yeah. My opinion, I want to get my words in, but I just haven't been able to. Sorry if that sounded mean, but my opinion on it is my opinion on this trade is I think honestly, especially considering the field, I think it's kind of oh, I don't know. It's like yeah,
Anyway, let's look at that trade up there between Bog Frungus and Orlando
dude, what
Stars.
is Orlando doing? Is all I can say for this trade.
Dude, this is a pretty bad trade.
Like it's not
Let me
vetoable.
break it down for you, Mark. You're trading the Weber twins, who are gimmicky at best. Like, they're gimmicky Nomar.
Yeah,
For Anna Goudreau, who is really nice all around. Pretty
yeah.
underrated player. And Chipper, wait, no. Chipper is Anna's clone. What am I yapping about?
I feel like
Marty Cordova, who has nice power and an amazing arm and can pitch.
yeah. I'm sorry, but
This
like
is a huge win for Nathan.
yeah, I think most people would agree. Like yeah.
Because me personally, I would never draft the Weber twins.
I would draft the Weber twins, but I would never trade them, or I'd never trade Anna and Marty for them. And that's a bit of bias, as I love Marty, but still.
Like, me personally, I don't like drafting the gimmicky characters.
Yeah, I think they're fun. But yeah, but
Yeah, they are fun to be honest,
let
but
me just cause like for if I want to get
I
like
just
my
think you could get better value than the Webbers in the routes you're taking them.
yeah, but like I personally think that like the Webbers are like I think I'm taking Marty over the Webbers, but I think like I'm not taking Anna over the Webbers. Or well, I'm taking Anna over the Webbers. No, God, I'm misspeaking. Yeah, but I'm taking Marty pretty much every time over the Webbers, but I'm not taking well, I feel like the Webbers and Anna are equal, but like I don't know what Orlando was doing, and but that is definitely a big
This is
win
a
for
bad
Nathan.
trade.
Yeah.
This is just a peak example of a bad trade. Is
Yeah.
this Luka Doncic trade bad? No, it's not that levels of bad.
Is this
It's
what
like,
level
is
bad?
this like the Luka Doncic level trade bad? No, it's not, because it
But
would have been rejected if it was.
mm,
But
yeah. But it's definitely a
what
huge win for Nathan though, and I definitely.
isn't? Oh yeah. By the way, for those uninitiated, Nathan also goes by Bog Fungus.
Oh yeah, I probably should have. For anyone that isn't on the Discord, I probably should have emphasized that Nathan is always a bog fungus. Yeah, but that's
Yeah, if
definitely
you're
that.
wondering why, I think it's from the TV show Smiling Friends.
I've never heard of that.
It was pretty big, like a few years ago.
Okay, yeah,
It's
but
kind of like, I think from what I've heard, it's kind of like almost like regular show. If you've ever heard of that. But anyway, we're getting off track.
yeah.
Son got me talking about regular show.
I mean, we're here all night, or I mean, I'm not sure about you, but I have all night to talk about this stuff. And if the audience and if everyone's interested, or anyone that's watching is interested in hearing about it,
And I think we should probably get talking about some more of the standings.
ready. Let me see. Was there any other trade? So our thoughts about that, or we think that this is just a big win for Nathan here. I think this is about
Mhm.
equal. I think this is like a win for Visery. Let's see. Let's see. What about this?
Oh, the Freakathon.
Yeah, Freak Show was kind of upset that his first trade was denied.
He was very upsetty spaghetti. And
Yeah.
is this first trade the one that was rejected?
This is the second trade. Let's see.
We should show the rejected trade.
I don't think they show rejected trades on here.
Let me pull up the rejected trade wherever it is.
Yeah, because I think like, and I'm still
Trades.
upset a bit about this because I think it was an unfair rejection. But I mean, it was what the admins voted for.
Um. Okay, so it was a free part trade. So pretty much, Freak Show gave away Pete Wheeler, Kathy Wolf, and Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gonzaleza for
Gonzalez.
Zenon Estrada, Jose Canseco, and Pamela Kirkos. Then for the next part, Visery gave up Zenon Estrada and got Pete Wheeler. And for the last part, HCI gave up Jose Canseco and Pamela Kirkos for Kathy Wolf and Juan Gonzalez.
Think it was like rejected because of like the trade numbers, because there've been some people who have said that like because like I don't know like maybe like just the difference that between like Pamela and Juan, I don't know, but like
Okay,
that
let me break it down for you, Mark. P for Zenon, I think, is equal.
pretty much everyone
Kathy for
agrees.
Canseco, I think, is equal. I think Gonzalez is better than Pamela.
But like a good
No,
margin.
actually, they're equal. They're
How
equal from what I've played.
they're not equal. What are you talking about?
Season mode, I played with Juan Gonzalez and Jason Kendall. They were pretty similar, but I can see how people would think Gonzalez is better than Pamela. Zenon for
Literally
P is
like
equal.
better. Okay, Juan is pretty much Jason if he had or Jason Kendall between the Jasons. If he had a better bat, I can literally hold on. Hey, let
Was
me get this.
slower.
No, he's not slower. He's the same speed tier.
It feels like Kendall was faster.
No, he's not. No, where the heck are they? Yeah, because like 94 arm, 83 power, 69 contact versus Pamela. Where is she? Versus 675 power, 62 contact, and 74 arm. That's like a 20
My
arm
brother in
difference.
Christ, you have already convinced me otherwise. Anyway, but then after that, the Freak got onto some other trades.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Wolf and
sure.
Wheeler for Wayne and Woodruff. A lot of dubs.
Yeah,
And I
for
think
both.
this is absolutely not an equal trade.
Not even sure if this has been guaranteed yet because I'm looking at it and I don't see his roster changed. I don't see. Well, I see Cheryl changed, but I'm not sure if the other two trades were let through.
Approved. HC approved it.
Oh, okay.
And all the other, I think all the other trades in this nonsense slop. But anyway,
Mm.
he went and traded Leah Wayne for Cheryl Reynolds. And Leah's just a better player than Cheryl.
I mean, like, it's debatable because Cheryl was taller and has a better arm. Like, I can see why someone would prefer her. Now, this trade, on the other hand, why did this happen? Freak show is all I can say.
They're pretty much equal.
No, they're not.
Maya has like a one stat better than him.
Okay, Maya, let me look at this. Maya has a 94 out of 100 arm, where Samuel has a 64 out of 100 arm. Like, I know that everything else is better with Samuel, but like, nah, like, I don't know, man.
I don't know why he did that, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah,
You're just downgrading, but
pretty much.
I mean, I guess he just thought Middleton was better.
I guess, like, I mean, like, maybe he
Which is
just,
a valid take, honestly.
I don't know, maybe it's a coordination or something, because, like, let me see. Maya has
Yeah, I think
70 in coordination and, like, a lower aggressions. Nah, I
they
guess.
probably. I think they might have the same stats, except for the arm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, if you seriously want that better arm or that, like, everything else, but, like, man, I'm just taking that arm. Or you know what I'm doing? I'm trading someone else, honestly. Because, like, surely wherever Maya was taken, you have someone else who's a better
It might
because
be that he just got sick of blondes after seeing Person Nizzle's RBBL 2003 League team, the Texas Twins.
maybe. Yeah, and, yeah, but, like, surely he could have gone, like, Mo or, like, surely he could have gone, like, Mo or, like, Jeff Bagwell or someone like that instead of Samuel, who has like a similar bat, yet is a better fielder. Yeah, I don't know
Mhm.
what he was doing there. I don't know what Freak Show was doing there. Like, sorry to be disrespectful, but like, I don't know what he was doing there, honestly.
I think he might have gotten a little freaky at night.
What?
I don't know how many puns I can make about Freak Show's name.
Ready, see
Every
it.
time I see his name, it's like pattern recognition, neuron activation, meme.
Fair enough. Yeah, looking at these
I mean,
things.
they were in on the meme. Like last season when Freak Show dropped out and got someone from jail to replace him, they literally called the tournament the Freak Off. More on the legendary Freak Off on Law and Crime Network.
Yeah. So my opinion on this is like, what is
The
this
first
Freak
trade was an
Show?
absolute robbery.
Yeah. And then
Like Leah
and
and
then he
Pete are somewhat comparable, but Kathy Wolf is so much better than Maya
no, I think
Woodruff.
what it's saying is because obviously Lee is a bit better than Pete, and like Kathy's at least considered a bit better than Maya, so like I can get
I
that
played
trade.
I played with the Wolf, and I played both with Wolf and Woodruff. Wolf is so much better than her. Oh my gosh. You have not experienced fear until you see Kathy Wolf chasing down your runner after he failed to go to first.
That
I'm
is
at
fair
home.
enough, honestly. By the way, hey there, HCI. I noticed you joined as well.
Yo, my phone's battery is actually about to die. Give me 1 sec.
Already, yeah. So my opinion on, I think this is fair, but then like, what was Freak Show doing with like these other two? Honestly, at least
Freak
that's
Show
my
was just
opinion.
like, I pulled off the fleece of descent. No, I got fleeced. I'm gonna fleece myself again.
Yeah, because we saw what happened with the first trade he did with KC, which was like that 3 to 4 player, like 4 player from each team trade. Like, yeah, that was awful, and yeah, that was rejected
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, but like I don't know, man. I don't know what Freak Show is doing here, honestly, with like these bottom two. Especially looking at his team, how he still has Eve. Like, why would you do that? Why? Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you trade Leah for Cheryl? Or
Why? Why you do that? Yeah, Cardinals need to be saved from themselves,
yeah,
definitely.
like you already have Juan and Yvonne, and like why? Like why? You already have third and like a
You
catcher
got
and like.
Juan and Yvonne and LeBron and everybody.
And you need offense, so it's like, nah.
Oh? I see.
He did a was HCI. Did HCI say something?
Yes.
Okay, let me
Apparently
see
there
what.
was a trade that didn't go through,
Oh,
but it was a fleece. It was not a
yeah,
fleece.
yeah.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the standings.
That's true. We kind of went just on the like a tangents with these trades, but so my opinion on this is like a win for Freak Show, but this is like, what are you doing for Freak Show? This is a win for Visory. This is like just equal. I don't think either one of them gains like a ton of
I think
value
that's
out
a
of
win
this.
for Doctor.
I think it's about equal personally, and I think this is a win for Nathan. That's my opinion, or at least that's
This is
my
a win for
opinion.
Nathaniel Bogfrung's son, the third.
Yeah, we've only done 8 show, and like we've kind of been we were just kind of going on tangents for these trades. Sorry.
Now it's back to your regularly scheduled programming of two minors yapping. Everybody in this league is double our ages.
That is true. That is true. Well, never mind.
Anyway, there is a four-way tie for the last position in the playoffs for the backyard division between Personizzle, Dr. Pecker, Lil Waz, and Can't Wait to Fly. Personizzle and Dr. Pecker have both made playoffs before. I don't think Personizzle's gonna be able to make the playoffs because he's cursed with the Rockies name.
I also want to point out, by the way, that we kind of skipped Hines' team as well.
True. But
Yeah.
he doesn't deserve a mention because he plays at Sandy Flats. 20 innings.
Dude.
Anyway, speaking of 20 innings, Lil Waz is also in that tie.
Yeah, surprisingly. I'm surprised that, like, honestly, Lua's, like, despite, like,
For
he
those who are
honestly just.
uninitiated, Lil Waz is literally the defending league champion,
Yeah.
first person to win both an HL and JL title in their career.
Yeah. He had a big blowout win against P. Sanchez, but outside of that, he's just like not having the best season, surprisingly.
Losses to JTS, Montana Magica, Hines, and Personal.
I mean, like, I guess outside of JTS, like sorry to disrespect JTS, he's kind of there. Will was actually JTS's only win, by the way. Want to point out? Yeah, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
And one of his other wins is against Elman, who is 0-7.
No, JTS is 1-6. It's his only
I'm
win.
talking
So
about Lil Waz, goofball.
what?
Lil Waz, one of his other wins is against Elman. Not a great resume builder.
Yeah, the week 1 5-0 game against Elman. So,
I mean,
I mean, like,
5-0, impressive, but
yeah. I mean, it's a solid win against a solid defensive team in Elman, but I also want to point out, by the way, I kind of feel a bit bad for Elman. Like, he's had 7 games so far, and he's not scored a single run. I want to point out.
no shot.
You see this?
You have Sir Sosa.
It's just
You
that,
have
like,
Beatty. You have Randy Uno.
I mean, the defense has been solid enough. I mean, like, just look like 3-0-2 losses in a row, but it's like, yeah, we were just going off of that, Nathan. I see you in the Discord.
Anyway, to mention the other two real quickly. Dr. Pecker. Made playoffs before. He's the Cubs. I like the Cubs. He's good. God, wait, whoa, he got Mr. Clanky 4th round.
Yeah.
And Kathy Wolf 3rd round.
And, well, that was because of the trade that we were talking
True,
about as
true,
well.
true.
Dude, this
He
team is
did trade.
surprisingly weak at Tin Can Alley. I just wanted to point out, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he does not have a single bat above 80 out of 100 power, which is
Harry
surprising
Marks
for him. Well, I guess that's brain fart. I guess that's out of Perry.
and Pete.
No, you didn't get
Peter has
skipped,
80.
HDI. You did not get skipped, and yeah, you did not get skipped. We mentioned your how Disky predicts that you're gonna win it.
And then CRK and me proceed to compare you to Chris Paul. True. I do not know ball. What am I yapping about? I am a
Disky.
JL bottom feeder.
I mean, maybe this is it. I mean, Vizri struggled for a while, and he won it. But yeah.
Yes, I mentioned that. Nah, Clippers is insane.
It's a clear 2nd round exit.
Hold up, ain't you Nathaniel B also says the same thing.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is your season, HCI, but yeah. Just, yeah.
Nah, it's my season. I am subbing in mid-season and going on a 4 million game win streak.
Well, you're gonna sub in for someone in the AHL.
Yes,
Alrighty, good luck with that.
somehow.
Nathan said,
Anyway,
here's
the other
Nathan's.
person in this free four tie is Can't Wait to Fly. Only person in the HL who jumped from the Super Duper League.
Yeah. And honestly,
He
he had
was
a
the Super Duper
horrible
League
start, but
runner-up.
honestly, now in fairness, it was
He's
against.
kind of locked in.
Yeah, it is against Elman and JTS, but I'm kind of having to eat my words. I
He's
think
headed right back to the SDL.
he's headed right back to the SDL. In case anyone that's
In
watching
that
on
new blood back where he came from. STL's cook, though. Sharkider points out a valid point.
it's
It
where
is
all of
where
the
the cool
cool
kids
kids.
are. Y'all are the only people who get to stage an international incident.
That is true. Oh yeah, and HCA pointed out that, by the way, that his loss against, or his win against Can't Wait to Fly did take me to extras. Take him to extras. I don't know, man. Like, he had a really bad start to the season, but he's kind of putting it together. Nathan
Jail
is,
is dry, bro.
yeah.
I mean, who do we even have? Me, I guess.
We have Nate. We have G Slim versus Crazy Eights.
Ah, yes, the retirement home. And then the 13-year-old summer intern.
And Jude.
Bro, we have people who literally have kids. And kids in the jail. And we have a literal kid in the jail. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked yet
No, it's
again. Thank you,
fine.
Discord chat.
This is so funny. Oh my! Honestly, like, Disky sounds like he's in the 4th grade.
You're free off. I'm in 7th.
I'm
Peasant,
not too
absolute peasant.
far. I'm in the 11th grade, or I'm about to go into the 12th. I think.
7th heading into 8th, yeah.
Yeah.
Baseball, huh?
Oh man. You could be my student next year,
True.
Disky. Nathan says.
Bro, the teacher into backyard baseball pipeline is actually crazy.
Oh, Nuoba's trying to get his GDD baseball mentioned. Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
that
said
guy.
we said pause, mostly pause. Well, I kind of didn't. I mentioned how you kind of flounder in the playoffs, but yeah, Disky says that he believes in you. HCI.
I also believe in myself, if that helps.
Yeah. Where were we?
Yeah.
So yeah,
um,
Dr. Pecker has been just cheesing with Clanky over there, so he's doing fine. P. Sanchez has
he,
not
yep.
had the best start of the of his season. He just came off of a brutal loss to Lilwaz. It's okay, my
Ooh.
team is the best. You can end the stream.
Right, good night, everybody. HGII's team is so good, he's gonna win all 4 leagues at the same time.
I mean, there is some merit right now on that, because he is the last undefeated team. So I mean, but yeah,
I feel like someone in Little League is undefeated, but you will have to wait for the Little League segment to see that.
yeah. P. Sanchez, yeah. Let me see. I mean, I can see myself
Former
losing.
SPL champion,
Uh,
did decent in the JL, and then beat me in the gauntlet in a legendary
he
game.
did better than decent in the JO. He did really well.
True.
P.
He
Sanchez
lost to
did.
like B-ball before B-ball disappeared for 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, but onto this team. He's had some. He's got some wins against like JTS and Elman, but unfortunately, P. Sanchez is just kind of sitting struggling. Just kind of, yeah, it's unfortunate. Surprise of the year got to be Bebo. Yeah, Bebo had a really strong start of the year or season.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, wasn't he like 4-0?
yeah, he was 4-0.
Anyway, in the backyard, JTS and Elman are the bottom feeders.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, JTS has had.
Congratulations, you're mid.
Eh.
Hope you enjoy Junior League. You're gonna be with me, losers.
When Nathan said box teams always stink to nerf Bach.
Bach with a good team is something that terrifies me.
Yeah. I mean, he's made up for it with trades, but
Anyway, we got like 8 other conferences to talk about, so we've done one, but
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, like JTS and Elman aren't doing the best, but yeah,
anything's possible.
it's gonna be like a celebration when Elman. It's gonna be like Jordan A. No, that's a Little League. We'll talk about that later. Where like Elman just one of these days Elman, because Elman had a decent season last season, so I don't know what's happening. You there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elman went like
7-7, I think.
Nathan said in the chat.
Barely missed playoffs.
Everyone in the HO is either in their mid-20s or they're like 35. Well, there's a couple exceptions, but yeah.
Yeah, Sosa can pop off,
Yeah.
as Charguy knows, because he has Sosa.
Yeah, Chargeider does.
Apparently, he hit for a cycle in an unrecorded game.
Ooh. In fact, this may sound really dumb, but is me and Can't Wait to
He
Fly the
did,
only...
trust me, bro.
He did trust. This may sound dumb, but are me and Can't Wait to Fly the only kids in the HO this season? I just want to point out, or under
I'm
18s?
gonna join y'all soon.
Because
Trust.
I think Can't Wait to Fly is also in high school. But I think everyone's like an adult or something. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I hope Elman can bounce back, because he had a decent first season last season. He beat like Loba. He beats he beat like Killerbat, and he beat some other really good players last season. I have a feeling he can bounce back.
Mm-hmm. I think like he could get on a run. Actually, did last season into jail.
Yeah. I don't know, H. You want to go over the other conference now, or there's like any? Is
Element
there?
of good players that you. Yeah, this is gonna go on for longer than the 20-inning legendary game.
I mean, there's a lot of talk about these leagues and all these coaches. It's just really exciting stuff, and I hope you guys enjoy all of this.
The number one player. What type of voice am I doing? The number one player in the front yard division right now is Bog Frungus.
Nathan,
Hi, Bog Frungus.
vote skip, and do SDL next. This is Sleepier gonna
Ooh.
eat till after week 11. Okay. Let's go over like these guys. So yeah, Nathan 7-1, doing pretty
Let's make it
well.
quick.
He's doing pretty well.
Loba 6-1.
Already good. I'm doing fine. I'm kind of on
The
a
Dirt
loop.
Young Demon, absolute legend. Only person with 2 HL championships. I think he could go for a third this season.
What'd you
He's
say?
like maybe my runner-up pick right now.
Who?
Loba.
Yeah, I mean Loba's always in the mix. His team is interesting this season though, because it lacks power, but it's got plenty of speed. Once again,
He's the Dirt Yard's demon. What more can I say?
yeah, and his only loss so far has came to Visery in week 1, so he's doing well. It does feel kind of cursed seeing first round bye next to his name though, because like we all know, like in typical Marlins faster. Yeah, HCI. Ooh.
Ooh. Who's the biggest choker? Anyway. Oh, who's that next in the front yard division standings? Kirk.
Kirk. since I'm
Take it away, CRK.
yeah, I mean I've had a decent start. Oh, what'd you say? You're cutting out.
Hi.
Your voice sounds super choppy right
Your
now, Disky.
favorite player. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me just. I swear my mic isn't working. Anyway, CRK, tell them about your awesome team.
Well,
This team is not awesome. I'm just closing.
I mean, like my team is decent enough. Julie's been great. I'm just so excited that I got to play with my boy Market the Boys, though.
And Heidi.
Yeah, yeah. I like my team. We had a bad game against Trigatriz last game, or a bad defensive game. But I feel like I've unfortunately been kind of on a losing streak. But it's still a solid team though. I believe that I can bounce back after that. What'd you say?
Anyway,
Yeah, that is also true. Yeah, well, yeah, like these Mikey's been inconsistent, but yeah, Julie and Francis is ignore this. Come on, you can't diss on Heidi like that.
I got Karen in like the 7th round.
Yeah, yeah. The Karen pick is like I don't know because I picked her in the late 5th. I may have slightly reached for that, but it was either her and at the time I was planning on picking Tin Can Alley, but so it was like either her or or like Yvonne or something like that. So like, yeah, I just decided to go for Karen for the Tin Can Alley build. She's been solid though. She even has a home run. She has a home run this season. Yeah,
Karen's got nice pop. I will say that.
yeah, solid liner bats. But I mean, yeah. I started. I'm pretty sure it was actually the last undefeated team, but I've kind of been on a losing streak. But I feel confident enough that I can.
I think you might have been the last undefeated. It was either you or B-Ball or Nathan.
No. I
One of
beat
them.
B-Ball. No, it was me because Loba and Nathan lost to other
Hmm.
teams with Loba beating Nathan, and yeah, I'm pretty sure at 5-0 I was actually the last undefeated. I just by the way that this is 2 seasons in a row where I've been the last undefeated team. By the way, I want to point out in my division. Yeah, yeah. So that's interesting. But either way, I think I'm getting sidetracked talking about myself. So yeah, so my team is
You are
decent.
getting sidetracked talking about yourself.
Yeah, so yeah, just hope I can
Let's
bounce
see who's
back.
next up in these
Ready?
rankings. Let's see.
Bok Choi having a solid season.
See, I ranked him last in my preseason power rankings.
What?
And then you proceeded to hit me with a yo mama joke.
Yeah, I mean, like he's constantly nerfed by his own
Then I
teams,
hit
but
him with the absolute Uno reverse card of all time. My mom's a lesbian.
yeah, he hasn't had the best
Hey,
start to
now it's
his.
Pride Month, so none of y'all can say anything.
Yeah, he's had a solid season. He's even been on a winning streak.
This is a very interesting team, I must say.
True that.
A lot of characters on this team. I mean, Claudia, Debbie, Courtney, Randy, Nomar. They're just big characters. Like,
Yeah, it was definitely a lot better than his like mid early season team because he got a bunch of trades and they all worked out pretty much.
I mean, Bok Choy with a bad team can make playoffs. Bok Choy with a good team, just give him the trophy already.
Honestly, fair enough, as he's a good enough player. If he gets a good enough team, he's definitely a candidate for the trophy. I'll
Bok
say
Choy
that
was,
out
of
there.
course, one of the OGs who played the game.
Yeah,
He was playing before I was even a thought in my parents' heads.
I think he was also born before he was born before both of us were even a thought in our parents' heads.
Yeah, same with everybody else in the league.
Yeah, I don't know. Uh, yeah. team is interesting, but some trades definitely fix it up, and he's having a bounce back
Mhm.
season. He's already gotten double the wins that HCI predicted in like half of the time.
I didn't even give anybody win projections. Anyway,
Ready? Who's next up? Let me get this here. Hold on.
Killer Bat.
Killer Bat not having the best start to his season, I'll say.
I mean, this guy went 13-1 last season.
No, 12-2.
Same thing.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, I guess. Only one run win difference. Still the one seed.
And I mean, he didn't even win the title, so did it matter? No.
Yeah, he got beaten. He got beat by a he got excuse me. He got beat by a Will Waz, who was the who went on to win the championship.
Oh yeah, Nathan, do we look at your roster?
Oh, sorry, Nathan. We kind of skimmed over yours. Kind of skimmed over both yours and Loba's. Sorry.
No, we did Lobos.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's take a quick look-sees at
Nathan.
at Nathaniel's team over here.
It's good looking, that's all I can say.
That's a tin can team.
Yep. It's got
As
my
a
boy
tin
Marty,
can player, I approve of this team.
and it's got my boy Marty Cordova.
Got Jane Davis, I approve. The lore is, I tried trading for Fred Benson in a little league, but then the person went on Legoland for 7 days somehow and never got his phone back, allegedly, according to Doodle.
No. Wasn't that like Mr. World?
Yes, that guy.
Nathan says that
And then
he
I went
regret.
on to trade Mark McGuire to the person who made him the MVP.
Ooh, some controversial statements here is Nathan saying that Jane is a fraud. or he regrets the Jane for Jessica trade. Which honestly, I can agree, because at Tin Can Alley, I feel like I'd rather have Jessica than Jane, honestly. Hey, Nathan.
Arguable.
I see Nathan joining in.
But yeah, like this team, Tin Can Alley. I think this fits it,
Yeah.
which does
Nathan.
suck, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's why I'm also streaming this on the Discord, Nathan. For anyone that doesn't want to watch this on Twitch or wants to join in or talk and whatnot. Alrighty. Yeah, so yeah, I've heard complaints from Nathan about Jane, but the rest of the team is solid though.
If we
Yeah,
go by the Little League, Maria's a top 10 pick.
yeah.
If you go by the Little League.
True. Maria's for some reason one of those characters that feels like she's better than what she actually is for some reason. Like she hits better than what her stats say here. 87 power, 75 contact. She has like 95 power and
Maria
85
Luna is like
contact.
a different version of Nomar.
Yeah, and she can pitch too. The only reason why I haven't had her so far, honestly, is because
We are getting
what'd you say?
we are getting so sidetracked right now.
I mean, like we're just over here talking, Disky. We're just talking about these leagues and all these players. Hmm.
We're supposed to go over all the leagues in one night.
Yeah, since
Yeah,
it's
at
the
this rate,
league,
maybe in 1 year.
Yeah, since like it's the league that I'm most familiar with, I'm kind of just talking over here because like this is like the we can go through like these individual leagues like less in less detail if you guys want to. It's okay, Nathan.
Don't worry, we all have to fix our ego sometimes.
That is true. All of us, yeah, like I definitely for sure have a pretty big ego. Yeah,
I mean, I actually don't know how high my ego is. How high my ego is. My ego? What am I yapping
your
about?
ego.
Am I SCO American? SCO America, baby.
DH34 on the Twitch. No, we haven't gone over the jail yet. Be the first JO America.
For real. Bad. Give me 1 sec.
Ooh, changing the name. We got a name conversion right now.
Yeah, I'm the JO American.
Yeah, I see it. I see your name change. To anyone that's watching on the Twitch, Disky just changed his name to JO America.
I don't even care about my Cubs anymore. They can't even play baseball.
Yeah, we're American blood over here.
Anyway, let's talk about more Americans.
Okay. I think we got a bit sidetracked. Let's go. So yeah, this team's solid.
America.
Nathan has a good chance of getting a first round bye. Let's talk about some other teams. B-ball. Once again, B-ball had a good start to the season.
B-ball swagger.
Yeah.
Great start.
Okay.
I mean, B-ball's good when he's not taking forfeits every week.
Yeah. He is kind of on a losing streak, though, as you can probably see.
Mm-hmm. But those are all against good players.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Disky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Lobo and
Anyway,
Orlando Stars. Yeah, solid players.
this is a very interesting team.
There's a bunch
I
of
like the J Maynard combination.
yeah,
Call it the J Nard combination.
just a ton of speed. For the outfield
And
or
Super
something. This
Dome
guy.
enables some speed pretty well. Yes, Super Dome honestly sucks. I mean, I'd rather be at Big City.
Big, big. Am I the only person here who doesn't mind Big City? Let me look. Only one
I like
error.
Big City.
Only one error, but I'm sure that there's probably some errors that the game just hasn't calculated though for Maynard. Because I've heard B-ball complain.
Everybody in the game would have 17 errors if the game calculated them correctly.
Yeah,
Except for Harry, he would have 57.
yeah, just one team at a time. And yeah, I think I like this team. He's had a strong start to the season. He had a strong start, but he's kind of dwindling down, unfortunately. But he
I
still
mean,
has
you really gotta sometimes pull for the San Diego Fathers.
yeah. Uh, next team. Unless there's anything, so are we done for this team? We're beating B-ball season so far.
Uh, Shout out Holly Franklin. She's a menace in the RBBL.
True that. Ready. Next team. Orlando, just the 4-4 team. Orlando not having the best start to the season, unfortunately. He just
He was
got
last season's runner-up.
yeah. Yeah, he got to a solid
This
start,
is
but then
a
what'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
this is a fun team that reminds me so much of Gerbert's.
You're glitching out again.
Uh, I said this team reminds me of
You're still glitching out.
Astros.
You there?
I swear to God. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean he had a decent couple of games, but then he lost one. He has had a kind of a rough past 4 games though, as 3 out of his 4 losses have came from. He also got and by the way, he got upset by Scatty, as you may have seen.
The scatter, that is insane.
Yeah, he went. I'm pretty sure He's Scatty's one win at 10K Alley, or Scatty's one win in the season so
Yeah,
far.
Scotty is good.
I mean, everyone in the JHL
Allegedly.
is good.
Underrated. Underrated. I mean, Scotty does respect MF Doom, and I gotta respect him for that.
Because the
Bro was
villains
playing
in
on
the RBBO.
mobile. Yeah, MF Doom reference.
Yeah.
Also created Victor Vaughn.
Yeah. So yeah, Orlando's having about an average season so far. He'll probably end up sneaking in the playoffs. He always does. I
Mm-hmm.
think, unless I'm going
I like.
crazy. What'd you say?
Wait, this team has Catherine Asher.
You're glitching out again.
Gotta respect Catherine Asher. Oh, come on.
What happened?
Glitching.
Okay,
Dude, this glitching is starting to annoy me.
fair enough. Yeah. Let's
But anyway,
see.
Catherine Asher on the scene. Underrated player.
She's decent enough, and I'll point out by the way that yeah, this team is interesting. It's an interesting I'm pretty sure he traded for Ahmed and Amir, but I don't know what I feel about this team honestly. It's like I want to like it, but I just don't. It's just slow, which is my problem with it.
It's fun.
Yeah. And I also dislike it because it's just a worse version of what he did
Yeah,
last
Adam Van
season.
Doren.
Yeah.
Adam Van Doren's a really fun player. Because I'm a speed junkie. Like, I love speed.
So you're like Loba 2.0.
Yes.
Alright.
You should have seen my season 5's team.
I didn't see it.
It was like Star, Grace, Susan, Kathy. Who else? Keisha, yeah. Oh, he did the trade that gave Mr. Trigatriz a super team.
Yeah, I think it was like some big trade that involved them.
We're
That
gonna have to look at that whenever we get. We're gonna need to look at Trigatriz's team when we get to there. But we
yeah.
got 5 more before that.
One more. Visery is doing okay as usual. He's a 3-3 right now. I think there's like a late game that he still needs to play. He still needs to play against
As is normal in the Humongous League.
he still needs to play
Junior
against
League supremacy!
yeah, I think Visery still needs to play against Say Stafe or whatnot.
They're winning 4-0 in the first.
Ooh. Yeah, this team is fantastic. That's all I can say.
oh, oh, that is the best team in the league. Never mind, it has Ricky Johnson. This team's mid.
I was about to say, I was just waiting for you to see it.
Actually, being so thrilled, this team is a war crime. Whoever Viscery, you are a madman. You done got Henry and Xenon on the same team.
Yeah, that is true.
What is this, Little League?
Like these three on the same team are tough, but look at this. Look at this.
You're winning it. Like, if you can play with this properly, you get, 7 runs every game for free, just for
Yeah.
existing.
Just from Xenon and Henry, pretty much. Yeah, but
Every time one of them comes up, they're either getting walked or they're
hitting a
hitting
bomb.
it out of there.
Yeah,
Like, turning into a steroid daddy hack the fourth.
lost steroid. Let me see. Yeah, so I think this team is good. His season so far, he's had a decent start. Yeah, kind of a bad stretch here, but he's had but I mean he beat Freak Show 6-4, and he still has to play against Stafe. Next team. Speaking of Trigger, are you
Ooh,
there?
gotta be real careful with that. Yeah.
What?
Uh, wait. This is a crazy team.
Yeah,
At Bert.
yeah. This team is really good looking, is all I can say. Yeah, and although I might be a bit biased because he beat me last week.
This team's nice.
True. I don't think it's
Michiko is like the only weak spot.
yeah. Keisha and Mini Keisha. I mean, like the Keisha and her clone is honestly a solid combo of players, especially for dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 to
I
5.
never
Yeah,
knew Keisha had higher aggression than Davy.
yeah. No, she has. Yeah, she does. Huh. I like Ronnie, but I don't know what he's doing on this team, though.
Hitting bombs, I assume.
I guess. Like, did you see my last game? Like, Ronnie made like 5 errors in my game against Trig. He almost, honestly, well, he didn't make up for it with a 3-run RBI shots. He made like 3 to 4 errors in my game against Trigger. Hey there, Montaigne, by the way.
But yeah, that's Montaigne.
Yeah,
That's the guy. He is 6-1 right now.
yeah. I think we went over your team about like you being the one of the bigger surprises in the league, Montaigne.
Oh, you're on break at work?
No, hey there.
Yeah, I did forget you were on Pacific time. Actually, I didn't forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Jeez,
mean,
you're
like
still at
this is
work on at 8? Night shift, I assume.
yeah, I mean, Trigger's had some bad losses, but his team is solid. And I know because I played and lost against him last week.
Fun fact about Trigger, he was in HL last season, dropped to the Gauntlet, then made it back to HL through
Yeah.
the Gauntlet. That's why the Gauntlet's so fun.
Yeah, because he was actually placed in the JL, but he had to move his way all the way up. He was placed like all the way down at the bottom of the gauntlet standings, and he worked his way up.
Yeah, he did took indeed most wins in the Gauntlet.
Yeah. He's still kind of struggling here, but he's doing fine at least. He isn't doing horribly.
He's doing great when it comes to a team building aspect.
Yeah. I feel like Trigger's like that one guy that's like he's like good enough to beat like to make it so that it's like it's not fun against your friends. You're just constantly beating him, but he just isn't good enough for like the super high level. Does that make sense? Like he isn't good enough for
Yeah,
like I don't know, like an esports team, but he's good enough to be like the I don't know, like the college master.
he's
I
the
don't know.
good friend. He's the skilled friend in the group. But
Yeah.
next team.
Alrighty. Next team, I think there's a couple more left. Stay Safe, Freak Show, and Scatty are left, pretty much tied. Well, technically Freak Show, as Freak Show took over a team.
I mean, we've pretty much gone through the Freak's entire team with all the trades he's made.
Yeah, he's had not the best season, but his team isn't
Oh
great.
wait, oh my gosh, this team sucks. What's Angela doing in the fourth round?
I don't know.
No, actually, this team is bad. What is George Coleman doing?
It's a doo-doo
Sure, he's
sack.
got good stamina, but
Like, you already have Angela and you already have Yvonne. What? Why?
why?
Like, at
Yes,
that point,
this
I'd
is
rather
the
have, like,
doo-doo
Billy
shack.
Mendelsohn or, like, Vanessa Goodman or Venetia Goodman or something. Like, why George?
Come on, give me Thor Herring already. Give me Eric LeBeau already.
No, because Eric can't pitch if you're looking for a pitcher. But Thor can.
You know who else can pitch?
Uh,
Ivan King!
the
The
king.
king! The king! The king! You know who else could pitch? Me, if you pay me $5 million.
Gotta get an MLB contract. Gotta get a contract. Alrighty. Yeah, I think we've went
Yeah,
over this
no.
team. Just not a great team, but yeah.
Bad, bad. Get this out of my face.
Okay.
Please. I
Next,
don't want to see this team.
say Stave.
Oh, you skipped Safe Dave. Oh, never mind, you didn't skip Safe Dave.
Nope.
Me likey. This team is
Me and Stave actually did a trade preseason. Agency. You hear me?
yeah.
Yeah. Think
Ooh, Ryan Vanderhook. I like
yeah.
it.
Yeah, a solid enough team, although he isn't doing the best.
I mean,
And
this is a very interesting dynamic. It's like half really good power hitters, half really good fielders,
yeah, he
or
did.
power throwers, if you want to say.
He was complaining about Susan though. He doesn't like Susan apparently. Like, let me see how
Dude,
she's doing.
Susan's like my best player when I play with
Well,
her.
she's
Like,
11 for 3 for 11 with 3 hits, no extra bases, and 2 strikeouts with a 2.73 at batting average. That's honestly, yeah.
okay, but have you tried locking in?
You basically just said what's the equivalent of skill issue.
Dude, I did better with Susan than an HLer. And that was when I was in Little League.
Yeah, but like obviously the pitching is different and whatnot in the HO. You'll get less good
True,
pitches in the
true, they
HO.
probably walked her all the time.
Maybe.
Dude, HL would have been so boring for me because, like, I draft my obligatory 100 power hitter. Right this way, sir. I got a scrumptious first base for you.
Alrighty. Yeah, since the HL is over with, AHS heading out. Well, it isn't over with
No,
though.
it's not over yet.
Well, we still have
One
like
more team, buddy.
Gaddy and whatnot, but yeah,
Yep, the Scatler.
yeah. HI went though.
He gone.
Yeah. Ready? See you later, HI. How about okay? So yeah, this team's solid enough. Just not. I mean, he won week 1, but outside that, he's kind of on a losing streak. But
1 week 1 against Killer Bat. I also got to mention
yeah,
season 3 HL champion.
yeah, that's a solid win. But yeah, Scatty's team. What do you think about this team?
I like it, but not at Tin Can.
Do you think like where else do you think this should have played at?
Something like a Playground Commons or Super Colossal Dome.
Ooh, fair enough.
This could also work at Steel or Ekman. I like the Jose Oppenheimer pick.
Man, that's a controversial statement, as a lot of people seem to hate Jose.
Bro's got power.
True.
As Kanye West once said, no one man should have all that power. Of course, K. Griffey Jr. has more power, but
Yeah,
I mean,
same with Sean Green.
you're never seeing the Sean
Wait,
Green
what happened?
power,
What
though.
happened? What happened? Why is the stream froze? Hello? There we go. Is that working now? Is that working now? Righty, I think that's
Yay,
working now.
Junior League, my domain!
No, we're still talking about Scatty. You gotta wait.
This team's mid.
Okay. He upset Orlando, but he's doing alright, so yeah. What are you like? Do you have any like predictions for the HO this season?
I got HC winning it over Loba.
Ooh, so HI versus Loba Championship and HI winning already.